welcome to my June reading vlog. Today is the 1st of June, the heat is here and it's only going to get worse. I mean, in May it was still cold in the beginning of May, but as it progressed, you can feel that's it. I don't think long sleeves are going to be needed anymore, and again, it's only going to get worse. Yeah. Yes, here's I've changed the page on the calendar, and that's it. It's September. It'll be a new. I already got a new calendar for Grandma. This one's gonna have a cat. I was gonna get another Yorkie, but I found a picture with a cat wearing a purple sweater, so I couldn't resist. Cat and purple. All right. So yes. So currently, right now, I don't have any single issue comics to read. And I did start reading Parasite in May, the manga, but I'm right now immersed in this. Bark the Barbarian by John Jakes. I'm on page 74. I'm liking it. It's basically like reading Conan, because that was the inspiration, essentially. Bark the Barbarian, Conan the Barbarian. I'm sure every time something major popular comes out, there would be not necessarily copycats, but inspiration of, doing something that's very similar. Except Bark here is blonde. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's not exactly chapters. It's more, because there's no chapter 1, chapter 2. It's the title of the story and a quote from something, and then. But it's all happening one after the other. But there's no, no chapters of one story. It's basically Bark's adventures. Now, what is curious to me is, because apparently it's a trilogy of Bark the Barbarian. How does it continue the same way, I guess? Where it's also just continuous adventures? I don't know. But regardless, I am enjoying this one. I bought it from Reebok here in Israel. We'll see when I finish it. I don't think it'll be that long. And after that, I don't know. We'll see what I'll get back to. That's what I haven't read today. I was busy with something else. That's what I'll be reading. And then on the 18th, I actually have somewhere I have to be, or I'll have to wait for like 2 hours. So I need to think what book to take with me to that. I guess my dad always says we'll live until then, and I'll decide. I might take something big, or maybe start something new. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it, really. I'll be reading for now. I got a lot of editing to do, as always, in the end of the month, because I got my previous reading vlog, and also my wrap-ups. Which, to be fair, weren't so long in May. But still. That's it, I think. Nothing else to report for now with reading. If you noticed, I now film 1 clip a week. Yeah, it's just often I don't, finish a book in like 3 days or something. So I think once a week to film a clip should be enough. But I guess in the future, if I happen to have more activity, shall we say, with reading, I guess I would update it a bit more frequently. That's about it. I shall see you next week. Good evening. Today is the 9th of June. It's been a very hot day. I went out in the morning with Dad and Grandma and Doyle. Went with Grandma to the doctor, and then me and Dad waited for Doyle at the groomers. He's now nice and trimmed. His fur, I mean. Yeah, I want to trim him a bit for the summer because it's bloody hot. And also, I thought we were gonna, the war's gonna continue because on Monday it was like alarms in the morning, and then everything's closed down, and I thought, oh shit, here we continue. Not even here we go again. But it stopped today. It's not really book related. I was gonna start I'm going to start an IT course. And yesterday was supposed to be the first day, but it got canceled because of the war that we thought was continuing. But then, but now it's supposed to start Thursday, so fingers crossed. It'll be interesting to learn it in a classroom. As when I did my graphics design and internet marketing, that was through Zoom, which isn't bad, but I feel like when you're actually there, it's probably a lot easier to concentrate. But I guess I'll see. So fingers crossed. I guess by the end of the month, I might update about that depending how it goes. Okay, now for reading. So I have a book with me that before that, I think in the beginning of this month, I showed you my Brock the Barbarian that I was reading. I think by John Jakes. I think that's what I had, but I'm not certain anymore. I don't know. Or maybe it was... No, maybe it was Parasite I showed. I can't bloody remember anymore. But anyway, I finished Brock the Barbarian, and I've also realized thanks to Mr. Graves calling him Bark when it's Brock. I don't know how that... My brain does that sometimes where I know, I read a word and I flips the letters or something. Because Mr. Gray's like, what do you mean Bark? It's Brock. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Because I read almost all the book calling him Bark. And I thought, what an odd name. I mean, I guess Brock is too, but sounds better than Bark. But yeah, that was a good book. I made a video about that. And today, since I was with Dad and we were waiting for Doyle, I have a little pocket book in my bag that, if I'm outside waiting, if I go to the doctor, I read it. And I progress to page 53. I only read it really when I'm outside. I like the story. I don't know exactly to tell you what it's called because it's a Hebrew translation of a French book. Now in Hebrew it's called 30-Year-Old Woman, and don't ask me the author's name, because I don't even remember. I found it in the street, and I just thought, this looks interesting. It is the perfect size to carry with me. So yeah, that one's quite interesting. I don't know if the translation's that great. There's no room to breathe between the paragraphs. It's kind of overwhelming, but also a pretty good read. I don't know when I will finish it, because, again, I only read it outside. But now starting with the course, maybe I'll start reading on the train or when I arrive and I wait for class to start. So who knows? Maybe I'll finish it sooner than I think. Right, so that's that. And I'm also, after Brock, I decided, I feel like reading some porn. So I started this one. Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. And this is the second book in, what was it called? Game Changers, I think the series is. Yeah, there we go, Game Changers. And for fuck's sakes, I thought I bought the first book, but apparently this is the second book. Although I think it's not that big of a deal if you don't read the first one first. At least I think it's not. Now, I know I said porn's romance, but it's porn. Okay, it's got a plot, but we have a lot of sex scenes. So it's porn. Porn for ladies. You know, us ladies, we prefer to read our porn instead of watching it, it seems. I don't know. Maybe it's like, so, you know, we seem a lot more, I don't know what, educated and like, oh, we don't watch vulgar things. No, we just read them. I mean, again, I know some of my yell at me, it's not porn. It might as well be. I mean, again. Say, it's about, well, it's written by a lady. And I've said this multiple times, but has anyone else noticed that most of the books like this, you know, that are, you know, gay porn or other, like specifically with gayers, it's almost always, like, it feels like it's 95% women authors and then 5% gay gentlemen who write it. I don't know. It's just, again, not that I read a shit ton of them, but like the ones I read, again, most of them, including one manga, written by women. Even a story I read when I was, I think, how old was I? 18, 19? I read this online. It was a book. I don't even remember how I found it online to read the whole thing, but I did. I remember this because it was the day before I had surgery to fix my septum. And I found it online in the evening, and I was reading it. It was called To Hate and to Hold You, I think. And again, the writer was a lady. And like the only like book like this that I read by a gentleman was Lay Your Sleeping Head. And now there's this one, and again, lady. So I feel like a lot of this is written by women for women, effectively. I could be wrong, but that's how it feels. Yeah, sorry, I just had to get that out. It's just I've noticed it. Like, what was the other one? Rainbow Ralph, for instance, right? What's his name? Fuck. What was the name of the book? Because I did read it. Can't remember now. But the one with the Simon guy, that's, not the Simon guy, it's about, no, because I read the other ones, well. About that university girl that writes fan fiction. It's like a parody of Harry Potter or something like that. Yes, I know. I just noticed it. Okay, so here, let me finally get to that. So Heat and Rivalry, the whole series is about hockey players. The first book is about different hockey players, and here it's about these two hockey players. That's Ilya, and that's Shane. And they're rivals in, their teams and all that, and they, basically it seems like they had a very long, well, not exactly a relationship, more like I don't know, enemies with benefits, if you will. And so that's what it's told about. I do still want to get the first one, but I'll check if they have it in the library. Maybe they do. But yeah, I thought, you know, this will be something fun to read that won't require too much brain cells. Well, there we go. So I'm not far in. I'm on page 20-something. Because I've, what was I reading? Yesterday I was busy with something else, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. And I do like it. I'm now finally, I don't really have any comics to read, as I've said already multiple times in my May vlog. Except again, now one bag that I don't know when I'll find. But I did get new comics, and I've already finished all of them. And so now I'll be exclusively on books until whenever I get a shipment next time, which, well, usually it takes a while, but with who knows how it's going to go with the war, I don't know. So for the foreseeable future, you'll be seeing mostly books. And, well, thoughts videos, I do have quite a bit filmed by now. I know, I don't want to bombard my audience, so I'll probably do like 2 videos a week. Well, starting next week, because this week I have my wrap-ups that I want to release, and it happened. Oh yeah, and I now actually, wait, there is something comic. I got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Black Dossier. That too, actually. And I do have my mangas. So those will be in as well at some point this month. Ooh, tomorrow it's Vasha's birthday. He's going to be 5 years old. Hard to believe. I mean, shit, it feels like just yesterday we got this little gray and white kitten. And now he's a big loaf of bread. Yeah, my Vasha. Yeah, well, we'll see. After I finish this one, I don't know what I will pick next, because I do have ones that I've started. I might go back to that one, and we'll see. If you can see here, I'm spoiled for choice. I have books here, and I have books, and I have books over there as well, so we'll see. Well, one of these. And I'll also need to see what pocketbook I'll pick up for my purse next. Now again, that will be the 30-Year-Old Woman book is actually not that long. It's like 100. It's like 180 pages. But again, I guess if I went somewhere and I would sit every day somewhere and read for an hour, I probably would have finished it a lot sooner. But yeah, that's about it, really. With reading and everything else. We'll see how June goes. I turned 1 year older this month. Well, I mean, that's good, right? I'll make it to 32, hopefully. Well, you'll see this vlog if I do, for sure. I don't think I'm going to do really anything this year. There's a lot of other stuff I'm a little upset about. I just don't feel like doing much this year, honestly. I might go buy some candles, blow them out, and make a wish. I do like doing that, even though I'm an adult. Yeah, we'll see if I even do that. That's about it. Oh, jeez, I've been blithering on for long, haven't I? But yeah, that's all for now. We'll see you next time if I can still show you Heated Rivalry or not. Good morning! Today is the 17th of June, which is my birthday. I am 32 years old today. I've survived another year. As my friend's mom would always say. So hooray! So far it's been a nice day so far. I got some birthday presents, birthday wishes, most importantly. Lear gave me some books. I always love receiving books, even though I need to start reading more books as always. But yeah, and it's hot. Fortunately, I was born during the summertime. But yeah, we have Vasha with us, because now he decided that he's going to camp out on this spot. He and Watson always rotate spots. Right, so reading. I haven't read that much recently, to be fair. I mean, I keep reading, but not, haven't finished anything lately. That's just because I had other things I was doing. I did read a bit each day. I'm still reading Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed, the second book in the Game Changer series. Because I don't remember if I mentioned it. I think last time I didn't correct myself. This is the second book. Or maybe I did. I honestly can't remember from clip to clip. But yeah, now though I am on page 100, I am enjoying it. So that's it. I don't have any comics, though I might actually have a comic. Leo picked up my only pull list my one comic from the pull list from Kamikaze. It's the Kato, the new Sagi Ujimbo one. I'm excited about that one. Yeah, that's it. There's a new robot Hellboy, but I think I'm gonna start waiting for trades on these 3-issue series, because it's just not worth it, honestly. It may worth picking them up, because it takes such a long time to get the whole series often, and I might as well just wait for a trade if one hopefully comes out and then pick them up. Or, somehow buy all 3 of them. I don't know. But yes, I've been reading Heated Rivalry. What can I say? It's a porn book. It's fun. I don't have to think too hard, and it's a lot like reading fan fiction, to be fair. Just in book form, I did say that. That's about with that. Now tomorrow, I am going to pick up my leg braces. Hooray! That'll be another great birthday present, new leg braces. Because my old ones are rubbing my legs, causing sores. But the thing is, I'm going to have to sit there for 2 hours until they're done. Which is better, because I remember in the past you would go 3 times. First measurement, second measurement, and then the third time you'd go pick them up. But now they just do it at once, which is better. You might as well just spend some time in there and get it done and go home and have your leg braces. Right, Vasa? So I was thinking of what book to bring, and I don't know. I was thinking of taking Heated Rivalry, but I don't know. Now, I'm not sure I should read my porn book outside in public. Again, it's not like anyone's gonna even know what this is about, to be fair, so there's that. But, yeah, I decided no, I'm going to take, that was my grandma. She almost fell. I always tell her, watch where you're going. Even Vasa woke up with interest. Right, Vasa? Why do you always look like you're shocked? Well, to be fair, so does Watson. Right, Watson, you're always traumatized. Oh, Grandma's okay there. Oh, I'm gonna wrap up here and then go ask her. Yeah, so I'm going to take Treasure Island with me instead. Because I haven't gone back to that one in a while. We'll see how much of it I will finish reading over there. Because again, we have to sit for quite a while. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll get close to at least halfway through the book. I don't remember where I stopped, though. I think it was around page 50, perhaps. Can't even remember. Well, we'll see. But yeah, that's the one. I'm going to go put it in my bag now so I don't forget. And I also have my other little book, so I'll see which one I decide reading. And if I feel like a break from Treasure Island, I'll have my book with the 30-year-old woman, the French book I have. So I might read that one as well. That's about it, really. Then nail apple. I forgot to tell Grandma I'm filming. Yeah, we'll see. I'll alternate between the two of them. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up because, as I learned on this resolution, if I film over 10 minutes, it splits the video. Which is not a big problem, but it also kind of sucks later with editing. But yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, holy shit, half the month is over. Time sure flies. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you all next time. Bye. good evening. Today is the 23rd, and it has been a busy start to the week. On one hand, that's good to be busy finally with things. On the other hand, it is also very tiring and stressful. But then again, so is life. Alright, now reading. Yesterday I read on the train on the way back from my course. Funny, the first time I tried it when I started the course on the 11th of June, I got a bit of a headache trying to read, but yesterday I read practically the whole way. Almost at our stop, I only noticed, Dad's with me. I noticed, oh shit, we're already home. Almost. I don't know, maybe that first time was a bit stressed, and that's why I couldn't read. But yeah, I continued my purse book. The story's nice. I do like it. I'm wondering where it's gonna go now, because something happened there. So I don't know. So yeah, I'll see. I think on Thursday when I go again, I'm gonna try reading on the way there. I mean, so if I don't get headaches from it, that would be nice. A bit of reading before class and after class. So yeah, that's what I read yesterday, and I read a comic this week as well. The first issue of Usagi Yojimbo Kato, 84. I just realized, 1984. I'm not the same though. Yeah, so I read that this week, and I filmed a video and everything. It's been a bit since I've done that. Well, not that long ago. In the beginning of this month, I filmed some comic videos. But what I've been reading since then, last time I showed you Heated Rivalry. Well, I went back a bit to Treasure Island now, because I was... last week I finally received my braces for my legs, my new ones. I got Spider-Man on them. If I don't forget, I'll include a picture. Yeah, I got Spider-Man on them now. And you usually have to sit there for quite a while until they finish. It's just to save you having to cut back a third time and then taking them, because that's how it used to be in the past. You go for a first fitting, a second fitting, and then the third time to go get them. And yeah, on one hand, you're stuck there waiting like 3 hours, but at least you finally get the braces and you can go home with them. So I unfortunately couldn't go to my course as well that day, because that was on Thursday. But yeah, I decided, I did talk about my last clip. Yeah, it's a porn book and the kids around. It's like, yes. I mean, again, I'm sure no one would have recognized the book there. But I decided to take Treasure Island with me to read, and I had quite a fair bit in there. I'm on page, now. I mean, I've read more since then. I'm on page 108. I think I'm getting close to the halfway. It's like 200-something pages. At least this edition, anyway. But it's a really interesting story. I can see why they wanted to adapt it into because they made the, Treasure Planet that's based on this. Interesting that they've never made, unless there is a version of this that's animated, but the story as it is here. I've never heard about it. I did watch Treasure Planet, though. That was cool. Yeah, you definitely see, the stuff they took from it and the stuff they didn't, obviously. But yeah, so far, good book. I don't know if I'll finish it by the end of the month, though. Or not. I mean, yeah, the first time since I don't have comics, I don't have a big pile of red, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it is the 23rd. Maybe I will finish it before the end of the month. And then after this, Probably get back to either Rivalry. Wanna see where that one goes. And you've already seen the my haul, but I got the first part of that series, the Game Changers. So after that, I'll read that one at some point. Again, gotta pace the porn books. I also, my friend from the UK, she sent me the Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells. I'm so ecstatic. I can't wait to read that one. So yeah, but first I should finish some books I've been stuck on, and then I'll get to that one. Because I really want to read that story. I want to see what kind of stuff there is in it. There should be something. Yeah, it's so much fur here now from Vaso. He decided to take over the table for now, sleeping on it, and there's just cat fur everywhere. Like I approached the table before filming, and he's looking at me. What do you want? And I'm like, Vasya, move. I need to film. So yeah, I need to finish so His Majesty can have his table back. Yeah, that's about it with reading. I think I'll probably already come back at the end of this vlog. Yeah, I'll already, next time you see me, I'll be wrapping up the vlog, because unless I happen to finish something, then maybe I will film it sooner. I don't know. But, yeah, that's all the reading news. I do have League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Black Dossier to get to as well, but we'll see when that'll happen. Now I really gotta focus on studying my course so I can get a job at the end of it. And that's more important. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with books. But yeah, I've got to completely stop buying books and just sit and read. Now that I've got my comics under control, I need to do the same with my books. Alright, so that is all for now. I gotta go dust off all this cat fur. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of June. Today is the 30th. That's it. Another month is over. And we are now halfway through this year. Holy shit. Where does the time go? You can see by my shiny forehead, it is very hot. I think I'm getting a rash from the heat, too. What to do? It's boiling. I'm not boiling, it's like an oven outside. I'm going out of my IT course. It's around, I have to leave the house at 3 o'clock, so it's terrible. The weather. The course itself is awesome. I'm having a blast learning there. And, I really like the subject. It's so interesting. There's so many things there. And fingers crossed to find a job in the field in the future. I'd love to get a job and learn new things. So yeah, I learned all sorts of things about the computer as well. So yeah, after I finish here, I have to go back and go over the materials. And also, since me and Dad take the light train to get there and back, I get some reading time on the train. So that's awesome too. So yeah, I've done some reading this month. Not as much. I didn't have many comics to read. I didn't finish a book. So that's awesome. But I'd only like one. But not competition. So I'm still reading Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. But I'm getting really close to the ending. No one knows, maybe if I sit on it today I might finish it, but I don't know. I feel like I'll probably finish in July already in the beginning. So there's that. But it's really interesting. I'm loving the story. I do want a different copy in the future, I think. I might donate this one to the library. Although it's got a really nice cover on it. We'll see. Yeah, but I might. I'll think about it. Because the bummer with this one is that Goodreads doesn't have this edition, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm on page 170. So yeah, I'm really not far. I'm like really close to the end. So we'll see. That's why I'm gonna continue reading. If you hear some noise, it's my grandma's telly. She's watching. Now I'll show you this here because will you see the video this week? Yeah, I think I'll post this video this week already. Yeah, I'll post my reading vlog. Because, yeah, I think I'll move that video to Tuesday to today then. And this one will go up on Thursday, the vlog. I still gotta edit it. Okay, so, I borrowed this book from Lior. It's James Bond, and it's the official James Bond fact line about the movies, that is. Lior acquired this recently and let me borrow it. I thought it was, like a book of stories, but it's just, at first, when I didn't look at the title too closely. But I still think it's going to be really interesting to read. That'll be fun. Oh, and there's also quizzes here and shit. Well, I'm just going to go over the quizzes. I'm not going to, obviously do anything in there. But that's really, really cool. Huh. Nice. Oh, no, I think it's just they're telling you, I think, maybe. So, yeah, I got another new book to read later on. That's about it with reading. I will have a new comic. I got Young Hellboy, another series now of Young Hellboy. So that one I will receive next when me and Lior have an opportunity to meet. So I'll have a comic in July, and I still got Black Dossier. So yeah, we'll see if I have... I will have definitely one comic read in July. But yeah, that's it. I'm running low on comics. I'm not complaining about that, though. It's nice to finally, after so many years, catch up on my reading. Slowly, but surely. Well, it's finally, for the first time in a decade, I'm actually busy in life, so that feels great as well. I'm actually looking forward to the weekends now, because I actually want to rest. But yeah, there's that. So that's that with reading. I will, I'll see with this. Again, I'm not a race in the end. I'm not gonna speed read this just to get another book in. But we'll see. After that, I got books to get back to, so I will have to see. And I have to think what I'm gonna take. I'll probably get back to Heated Rivalry after Treasure Island. I'm not gonna carry this outside. Too big, and also I wouldn't want to ruin it. Not mine. So happy it doesn't have a bloody dust jacket. I fucking hate dust jackets. The stupidest invention for books, honestly. The thing still gets dusty. So what's the point? The dust is just on the jacket. You still have to dust the book. Anyway. So that's about it, really, with reading. We'll see what July has in store. I hope you all had a great time in June with reading, whatever it is you read. If you watched it this far, let me know what you've been reading in June. Ooh, I wonder if Mr. Quietnasser is still reading Project Hail Mary. I'd really love to see what he thinks about that one. I hope he remembers to tell me whenever he finishes the book. I just love to hear his opinion. So, that's about it, folks, for the June vlog. I've had a different camera, like the one I wanted to buy. I might have filmed a bit outside, maybe, where I do the course, change it up a bit, but, yeah. That one's gonna have to wait a little bit, because I I don't really have the money for that right now. I will save some money in the future, I hope, for that camera, because it is expensive, but it'll be a lot easier for me to use it. And I'll be able to film outside, because there's some really cool stuff to show outside. Alright, folks, so that is it for the June vlog. Oh, yeah, and I made it to 32. I saw it earlier in the vlog. Hooray! Let's hope I make it to 33. Yeah, okay, so that's it. Let me know how your June reading was, whatever it is you were reading, comics, whatever, books. And that is it. I hope July will be great for everyone. And as all, remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!